so dope, a man with a watch looking like he broke the bank, but he promised me he's not. He said he got started from his wife and a pop's watch, face so fat the band had stretch marks. It shines so bright that you can see it from Mars. Man, he blinded me, reflecting headlights from the cars. He's got to be a rapper, baller, or a movie star, but nah, he's too humble to be all of the above. So he said, my name is Trap, oh, cause you bees in the trap. Nah, it ain't even like that, and he tilted his bull's cap. Introduced me to his wife, and she had one too. Wrist game so cold that she could build it.
Yo, what's going on, family? It's your boy Trap Vision 3D. Welcome to the show, man. I want to welcome in everybody, man. I got like 100,000 people in the audience right now. And the first person I see is Not a Watch Nah. What's good, baby? What's good, man? So today, asking a question that has been across YouTube 100 million times already. There have been a lot of people talking about this one particular thing. If you saw the thumbnail, my ultimate question is, do you own the perfect watch? Or what is the perfect watch for your collection? Now, I had an opportunity to talk to a few watch collectors about this last week. I talked to a few today. What up, Joe? What's going on, man? Godfather. What I'm gonna do is I want to open this up like this, man. If you want to come up, you are more than welcome to come up, because this is going to be an open forum, man, because I'm going to go over some things today that if you had a one watch collection, right, what would be that number one watch, or what type of watch would you be looking for? You know what I'm saying? So I talked to my man Tony Wall. I don't know if he's available today. I know he has some stuff going on, you know, being a business owner and all. If y'all caught my Black History moment with him, you know, he's a busy dude. But I had asked him what would, you know, like, what was his perfect watch? And he said his graffiti timepiece from Invicta. And he went on to say something of, you know, to the effect of, it's not really the brand, it's just the heft of it, the look, and it just feels sturdy. You know what I'm saying? So that's his perfect watch. So hold up, what we get? Uh-oh. I got some folks that's coming up here, man. One of these cats is coming up to the stage right now, man. One of the biggest enablers across, I'm talking about, forget YouTube, across the planet, man. This cat, if you ain't careful, you'll have 100,000 watches in your cart, man, broke before the end of the week.
Get out of here.
What's going on, bro?
Don't even.
Yeah. And then this next guy that's coming up, this cat, bro, went all the way overseas. You know what I'm saying? He strong-armed the Middle East, well, not the Middle East, I'm sorry, London.
The Middle East. It was pretty much the Middle East. It felt like it.
So first and foremost, of course, you guys know my tradition. I like to show the flag, you know what I'm saying, because we fought so hard and we have a vet up here, you know, so you got two vets, but I honor this one over here because he's the man. He's the myth. He's the legend. GK from Semicon Reviews. I'm just honored that he's up here first and foremost. And we got the sensational Not a Watch Snob, Mr. Billy, in the building. You know what I'm saying? International. Bro, you international.
Yeah,
you are international. World renowned is what you are.
It's official now.
It's official. And then, oh my gosh, y'all, hold up. First and foremost, I love y'all on here right now. But this guy that's coming up right now trumps everything. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gonna see just by the name, this dude has everything that you want, man. The good looks, the watches, man. And he listen, got the meanest barbecue this side of the Mississippi. What's going on, Godfather?
What's going on? What's going on,
Godfather?
Man, just living life, man. Loving it right now. But I think I kind of kicked a hornet's nest, y'all, because I asked the question to a couple people behind the scenes, and I said, can you name the perfect watch, or is there a such thing? And that actually took me down this rabbit hole where I looked at every form that I possibly could, man. I looked at every YouTuber, content creator. I went on Google, I went to GQ. I wanted to see what people were calling the perfect watch. And some people regarded the Rolex Submariner is the perfect watch. There was even some that said the Yachtmaster, which I never hear anything about a Yachtmaster. So that was just like one or two people. But the question is out there, and this is for everybody in the audience that owns a watch. And let's just get this out the way. Let's go ahead, disclaimer. Please, this is not the most perfect Invicta watch. I say a perfect watch, period. If you like Invicta, that's fine. If you like Aragon, that's fine. If that's what you say, but I don't want you to feel pressured like I'm asking like the most perfect Invicta watch, because most of my audience like Invicta. But what would you consider the perfect watch? Or do you own it already?
Man, are you hacking into my computer? Because I literally just finished recording my next episode, and it kind of covers the same thing.
Ooh.
It's a little bit different. You know, it's not this exact topic, but it's very similar. And
no, you good, bro.
Yeah, I think this is sort of what most of our watch community. It's sort of like that foundation. This is like the holy grail.
Yes.
Like, there is no specific grail. The grail is the mission to find the perfect watch and figuring it out if it does or if it exists or not. You know. To me, the quick answer is no. I don't think there's such a thing as one perfect watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one. I mean, and to that point, bro, I asked a number of people this week, just this past week, and there were several people that fired. I'm talking about they fired off so quick, no thought process. It's like they was waiting for me to ask them this. They was like, "Hey, yo, it's this, or it's this," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, bet." You know, I even got the Omega. You know what I'm saying? Omega, Speedmaster, Speedy. They was like, "That's the perfect watch. That is, you know, if you buy that watch, you don't need nothing else. That's it. I'm telling you, get it." I'm like, "Okay, hey."
You know, I think most people, when they hear that question, okay, do not actually look into it. Here's the thing is, what is the perfect watch for you? Not what is the perfect watch, okay? Because there, like DK says, there is no such thing as the perfect watch, okay? So you have to figure out what you would consider a perfect watch for yourself. Okay, that doesn't mean it's the perfect watch for everybody else. Okay, that goes back to even, you know, when they talk about, hey, the perfect woman. Okay, there's no such thing as the perfect woman, but there is such thing as the perfect woman for you. So
and even then, she ain't that perfect.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't know. I think the perfect woman, bro. Kelly Rowland, bro. Oh, did I say that out loud? Are we live?
Oh man, good luck. Good luck, bro.
Be sleeping with one eye open tonight.
I'm about to go and check into a hotel. Hey, you go and start that barbecue early. I'm coming to your house.
Hey, look, I got a couple of blow-up beds, man, you know?
Hey, listen, bro. Look, give me a cot, a mat. You know me. I sleep on shelter half, bro.
There you go.
I'm good. I'm good. Before we go any further, you know what? I don't know. Has anybody seen Kevin James? That is the $1 million question. Has anybody seen Kevin James? Please, somebody put an APB out for Kevin James. Kevin James, if you're watching, please send us a smoke signal. Tell us that you're a lot. Tell us something.
He's been
just
around.
Holla.
He just got his boy a new car, right? So they probably probably driving around doing family stuff.
So in other words, Kevin James, we need you back to report to YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin James, report to YouTube.
There are more important things than your son right now. We're talking watches.
Yeah, listen, bro. He can drive anytime. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Get out of here, little kid. It's watch time. No, that's all love, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's good when people mention your name and they miss you and stuff like that, bro. Yeah, we do want to. We was just talking about Kevin James the other day. Yeah. So, yeah, bro, we'd love to see you back on. You're more than welcome to come up here and holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? You might want to come on next week's show because we're talking about chasing brands next week. So, yeah. But back to this perfect watch, Godfather, I like what you said, because I had to give that some thought. You know, like what would be the perfect watch? You know, and this is a question. How much pressure do you think? And I don't have one of these guys or gals to actually say this, but like the design team of any watch company, you know, and I did look into some of them. I seen they make pretty nice going designer watches, but like how much pressure do you think they're under to make that watch that just people love? You know what I'm saying? They flock to. That I would love to talk to somebody. Like you ain't got to send me the watch. Just come on YouTube and just talk. I would love to know that. Billy, you probably be the first one to know because you were in the factory.
Yeah, those people didn't really talk to me.
Darn it. We got to get you back over there, bro. International spy.
Yeah.
Let's put you
I
on
know,
the mission.
I guess I mean us being on this side of the fence, the consumer and not the designer, we have the luxury to be nitpicky because we don't expend the blood, sweat, and tears involved in running a business, creating a design, trying to market it, trying to sell it, trying to please literally every single person, you know, from the people who want the perfect watch to the value budget hunters, you know. And it's like they are in the business of trying to make a cake and serve it to you at the same time, and nobody's ever happy, you know. So yeah, it's I don't know where I was going with that. I just
no. But you know what's funny, bro? That opens up a new can of worms because it's like, dude, like, are they on medicine? You know what I'm saying? Because like that has to be stressful, bro. Could you imagine being a watch designer?
But I mean, that's the contract that they sign when they want to get into this.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I imagine they hate watches. Because imagine loving watches and designing watches. It'd be hard because you'd be too in love with your fucking design.
Bro, Gerald Jensen didn't like it. He said he didn't like being constrained by watches. He didn't like it. He said that, bro. Where are my manners? Okay, watch check. Nobody said it in it. Nobody caught me. Kyle, normally he'll catch me like, hey, bro, what's up with the watch check? So I'm going to go with my man that just got the Bell & Ross recently.
Oh, man, I'm not wearing that right now. Hold on. Let me get the light so I can get some good. I'm wearing actually a new one, though. This is a King Seiko. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a better. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was looking for a dress watch, and I realized that most dress watches are just super freaking boring. So this one is kind of boring, right? But you've got this sort of blingy bracelet and a sunburst dial. So it's a little boring, but not that boring. You know, it's got a little bit of bling to it that I like. So that's
it's not a mother of pearl dial.
No, it's silver sunburst.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Godfather, you got a watch on?
Nah, man, I just got out of the shower, so no watch on. But what I was wearing earlier this morning was one of my Reserve Grand Diver Swiss made with the Sellita 200. I was wearing my two-tone with the blue dial.
Man. Billy, what you got on?
The Bulova Computron.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And of course, I got purple on, so I had to go with the Grand Diver. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So the perfect watch. I will say this, and I'm speaking for the people that I talk to. They're not here right now. I did, get some feedback, and I said, like, what inspired your love for chasing that watch, or, seeing that it's the perfect watch. It's like, hey, it's something I can wear with my outfit. I wear this color. My color's blue, and I like to wear blue all the time. So this watch complements everything I wear, so it's perfect. And one of them was the Grand Diver. It's actually one similar to this one. I know somebody knows what that is.
Oh, yeah.
That type of bracelet, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so this was, and I pulled this out because this person I talked to, if they were here, I'll let them come up. But hold up. I don't know if we got enough room for this next guy because I know he just got something new in too. Everybody's getting new watches, man. So welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, the Magnum King himself, Magnum Fit.
What's going on,
man? What's going on, man?
What's up? It's a good night. Rangers won. It's a good night.
The Rangers won?
Yeah, a good night. So, yeah. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, brother.
Doing good.
How are you?
Doing good.
Yeah. Make it a little bit. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm doing good now. It was much better than yesterday. And, yeah, new one. We'll get to it. New one.
Hey, Jabronis said, did you start packing yet, DK?
No, not yet. We're closing on the house this Wednesday, and then we'll start packing up probably. Well, the movers are coming at the end of March, and then we'll be heading over to Washington State.
Oh, and he's wearing his R150 Meteorite Chaos. Sweet.
Nice.
That's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Vic,
Yes, sir.
perfect watch, bro. Perfect watch. Do you
I'm
have the
gonna,
perfect watch in your collection?
Well, I'm going to piggyback off of what Godfather said earlier. There isn't really a perfect watch per se. I mean, I'm sure there is someone out there or somewhere out there where there is that one.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I mean, look, it's no surprise. It's in my name. So for me, that's the perfect watch. I mean, I just got this one in finally after all this time.
Hold on,
Meteorite Diamond Magnum. I don't know if you can see it, but finally traded with both movements of Meteorite. So the small movement's Meteorite. Main movement is Meteorite. It's got diamonds.
Yeah.
Something that's been on my list forever. So,
But even within the Magnum family, there is no perfect one, right?
I mean, no, but it's my perfect watch. But yeah, no.
Hey, y'all, wait a minute. I think the atmosphere just shifted. Something just hit YouTube so hard, bro, like a meteorite just hit. And I'm not talking that man's watch. I'm talking about somebody right now is behind the scenes waiting to come on, right?
Oh, snap.
Don't duck out now, sir. Don't duck out now. I'm gonna tell you, he's so humble. He's so humble, man. But this person that's coming up right now, he breaks the mold. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to watch collecting. And he has more micro brands and main brands than anybody I know. Welcome to the stage, everybody. Dave D.
Yo,
That man came on the screen with a flannel on, boy. That's Snoop Dogg's uncle, boy. What's happening?
What's going on, Dave D?
What's going on, guys? Godfather, you see what I go through, Godfather?
Hey, man, you look. It's terrible when you're that famous, okay?
Yes,
Yo,
it is.
Wow.
Look,
Welcome
when
back.
I tell you that, YouTube, anybody, and I'm gonna tell you this because this one thing I love about YouTube, that until they pull the plug, this is up. So somebody may be watching this 10 years from now, right? And if you're watching this 10 years from now, that man, Dave D, that you're seeing right now, and if this 10 years, the watch collection, you're not going to be able to catch him. At that point, the world would have known what watch battles is, and he will be the king. He's going to take over. I'm not going to be even, listen, they ain't even going to mention me when it comes to watch battles at this point. It's like some dude named Trap started it, but Dave D took it over and like just started like a presidency behind it. Like it's the new world order. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dave D. That's the type of watch collection this man has. You feel what I'm saying?
Second to none. Second to none.
Second to none, bro. Second to none. He can walk in the White House right now with his collection. And they would listen, that's his pass. You feel me?
That's his clearance.
That's his clearance to get in. Listen, that man, you know what, Billy, you should have took him overseas with you, bro. Man, I guarantee you, if you would have walked in with Dave D, they'd be like, "Oh, Billy, what you need to know? We can tell you the plans. We can tell you how we do all this stuff." You got Dave D with you? Oh yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Come on in.
Come on in,
It's
baby.
your fault, DK.
Me? How's this my fault?
I don't know. I'm blaming you for something, buddy.
Yeah.
Got to do it. But what's going on, guys?
Man, you know what? Chilling, man. Just we talking about the perfect watch, if there's a such thing, or the perfect watch for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if we rephrase that question, what's the perfect watch for you? So Vic right now says that his Meteorite Magnum with the diamonds, which you cannot get anymore. They done making those.
That's a good
The only way they can up the ante on that is if they brought it back and put a 28, 24 in that bad boy. And I don't know if Vic could get it from there, but that's the only way I can see them upping the ante on that one.
Yeah,
He would get it.
I mean, I would get it.
Yeah.
I know he would.
Yeah.
I would get it.
But we need Godfather to put a word in, because it's like when Godfather say something about, you know, the shop about making stuff, they go into action, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, bro.
Look, I mean, a perfect watch, you know, like I said, it's what's perfect to you. Now, for me, a watch I would like to see is not necessarily a perfect watch, okay, but it would be a nice watch to have in my collection. And you guys know I collect pocket watches. So Invicta can put out a pocket watch that has diamonds. Okay? They have not put out a pocket watch that has diamonds or meteorite or things, you know, any type of gemstone on the dial. So put something out like that there, which is totally different. You're putting out pocket watches. You say, hey, this is vintage, using vintage style paper and everything like that on the dials. But hey, I had sent Ryan an email about pocket watches. Hey, give me a 50 millimeter, a pure mechanical, okay, because I want to go pre-70s, you know, pre-quartz era. So give me a pure mechanical, and you can make one that has a meteorite dial. You can have another one that's got all pave dials, you know, diamonds on the dial. You can do some abalone, some nice mother of pearl. So I want to see something like that there come out. I'm trying to increase my pocket watch collection to fill up my 50 slot dive case. Okay.
Have one with a chime on it.
I have one with the chime on. I showed Ryan when he came for Labor Day. I showed him one of the watches that I actually have that I picked up with one of Clint Eastwood's show, Fistful of Dollars, where they had the pocket watch that actually had that played a chime. So I showed him, he said, oh man, that's nice. I said, yeah, it says Victor should do something like that there. I had a couple of watches that, you know, have chimes on it. So yeah, do something different. You could even do something like that in a wristwatch, depending on who's looking to get something that elaborate, you know. If I'm going with a perfect wristwatch, okay, for me, the watch that I would have to go with is my model Invicta 8926 that I bought in 1991. Okay, that thing done been through, you know, hell and back. You know, it saved my wrist, you know, on aircraft and stuff like that, and it's still running. It has the Miyota movement in it. Still running to this day. Now, how many people out there say that they ain't gonna have a watch that they've had for 32, 33 years, and it actually still works? You know,
that's this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I held it.
Yeah.
I held that watch. I was at his house. Yeah. And that's history, bro. That's history. Hey, look, I'm taking it.
Now, most of the people know, you know, I don't know, DK and Billy, you know, if you guys know, the reason why I bought Invicta is because I used to have a Seiko. Okay. And during a skydiving, an attempt when I was in the military, okay, doing a halo jump, my watch went one way, I went the other one. We went out the airplane, so I lost the watch. So it, you know, took me a long time to try to find one similar to that, because that was a self-winding watch. You know, back then Seiko actually labeled it as self-winding. Wasn't labeled as kinetic or automatic, anything. Self-winding watch that I had bought back in 1973. You know? So when I lost it, you know, I spent quite a long time looking for something. I just didn't want to spend a lot of money. Most of the watches that I've seen from Seiko were sitting at $400 and $500 because they were kinetic or, you know, they're listed as self-winding. I mean, not self-winding, but automatics. You know, I had bought this on the base over in Thailand in 1973, and I paid $79 for it. So I wasn't looking to pay $3,000 or $4,000 for a new watch.
Right.
You know, so when I lost that one, I was hurting. And then down in Miami, 1991, you know, I was getting ready to go overseas, down there visiting my mom and stuff. Walking around, walked into this jewelry store. You know, they had a bunch of watches and stuff like that. I'm looking and looking and looking. Saw the Invicta Pro Diver there. I said, "Oh, that's nice. That's nice." And the guy made me a great deal. You know, found out, hey, well, you're military. You're getting ready to go overseas. This is what I can do for you. So I actually bought the watch on September 8th, 1991, and it's been running ever since. So
Nice.
Mm.
Nice
So
story.
that right there, good grief. I mean,
Well, that comes back to the perfect watch.
I've heard the story many
Yeah,
times.
Billy?
I said that comes back to the perfect watch. To me, the
Yeah.
perfect watch is a watch with a story,
Yes.
and it means something to you.
Yes.
It's not just like, you know, people can say Omega, Moonwatch, all they fucking want until they're blue in the fucking face. But the
Yep.
only reason why they're buying a Moonwatch is because they like the Moonwatch. It means nothing to them. Do they walk on the fucking moon? No.
No.
Did they fucking, you know, did they do anything in their life besides eat potato chips on the fucking couch? No. So it's ballsy for them to say like Moonwatch and Rolex Datejust and all that shit like that, unless it's like a family heirloom or it's a story with their dad, their mom,
Correct.
skydiving, whatever it might be. Not skydiving, but paratrooping, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a military guy. But you know, if there's a story behind it, there's a story behind it, and that's the perfect watch. The watch that you wouldn't give up, even if it's a $3 watch or it's a $50,000 watch, you wouldn't give up it. If you had to save one thing when your house is on fire, that'd be the watch you'd save, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and I mean, it has a lot of scratches and you know dings on it and stuff like that. And I've had people say, "Well, why don't you get it buffed out?" I said, "No, because every single scratch and every single mark on this watch tells a story, you know, behind it. So I'm
Exactly.
not getting it, you know, buffed out or anything like that because then that takes away the history of the watch."
Exactly, and that's your perfect watch. That's what I'm saying. There is a perfect watch, but when people out there are out there going like monetary things, like fucking Omegas and Rolexes and Richard Milles, like they can shove it up their ass because once they get their Richard Milles and their things, it all just becomes another
Bill,
watch.
You being censored. You got Jabroni's and Chris. They said language, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boys.
Hey, thank you, sir. You know what, Godfather? I've heard that story. That story never gets old to me, honestly. And that was one of the things that I would say, being in an Invicta fanboy, or whatever you want to call it, I've heard so many stories. Watchman 54 has a story about his love for Invicta. And you guys, you know, I would love for him to come up again. He was one of the first people I did he called in on my secondary phone and actually did like we was on a radio show or something like that.
Right.
And he told the story, man. But I did Nitro Jail like that too. But the thing about it, Billy, I agree, man. I've heard more stories from Invicta fans than I've heard from anybody else outside of with some of the people I asked this week. I asked the people that got some high-end pieces. And you know, it was one of those, I felt like I walked, like two people I talked to, I felt like I walked into a showroom floor. They were trying to sell me. They were like, "Hey, bro, you know what? You can get rid of all your watches. Honestly, man, like you should really think about getting this Rolex, man. I'm telling you, man, like you can get a Datejust, you can get this. Like, think about it, man. Think about how perfect that watch would be. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had in your collection." And I'm sitting there like, well, bro, here's the deal. You know, with my love for collecting Invicta, that opened the door to other brands, a lot of other brands. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way that look. I like the way this one look. I like the way this one feels. And Vic could tell you, and Dave D, this watch don't go that far from my wrist at this point in time. That glycine.
Ooh, man, I'm getting tired of seeing that glycine every single day.
You gonna get baby. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
It's not coming off that wrist.
It's not, bro. And the only reason I don't have it on right now because I got this purple on. But the thing about it is, the only reason I said this to one of my commenters that said, hey, I can't really get with Invicta, man, but you know, I do like your passion for watches. And we had like a little dialogue, but I believe the only reason why like Glycine don't get a lot of play is because Invicta owns it. And I'm like, dude, y'all missing out. This is a legit Swiss made timepiece, man. I'm just saying, for the price, you can't beat it.
Sorry for dropping so many swears, guys. That's a Boston hello. That's what we call it.
Hey, man, I still love you, Billy.
Good. I'm glad I got some love.
Say hello.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm telling you, Chad, that girl's too pretty to be your granddad.
Hey, listen, I take that all day.
Hi.
You say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
She eating my graffiti bracelet.
I know this kind of conversation is never ending. It's like we could, and I love it. This is like my favorite topic because we could just talk about it every single day. And I always feel like, and I mentioned this in my episode, but watch preference or the perfect watch, it's like trying to define the perfect watch is like trying to stop the earth from spinning, you know? Because watch preference and taste and everything and value, your sense of value, what you value, to me, I think it's on a sine wave. Like it's on a never-ending sine wave that goes up and down, you know? So like for me, I started off really into the whole value thing, right? Trying to just consume, get as much as I could for the lowest amount. And after that, you might get tired of that, or maybe not. For me, I kind of started getting tired of that, and I wanted to see like how high can I go with the value of the watch? You know, like how accurate can I get? How good of a finishing can I get? You know, so like I went higher and higher in the price to kind of see that. And then once you get there, once you kind of get to the top of the value or like the price tier, I realized like, okay, you know, I'm not really missing out on much. I think there's a lot of good watches down in the more budget range too. And then, you know, so I just like, I go up and then I go back down. And then I realized there's no definition of the perfect watch. It's like, I like all watches from the very top to the very bottom. Each one of them has their own merits, you know? And then I guess long story short, to me, the perfect watch, maybe not be a specific one, but it's the one that gets wrist time. To me, that is the perfect watch. Yeah. Any
That's
watch
true.
that ends up on my wrist, yeah.
There's so many watches in my collection that I barely wear, and some days I sit there and think like, man, I could give these watches to someone who would probably appreciate them a lot more than I do. Even though I like the watches and I don't like hate them, there's so many people out there who like, I feel like I could convert someone into watches just by gifting them this watch. It would mean a lot more to them than it would to me, you know?
Bro, that I'm gonna tell you something. That is the God's honest truth, Billy. Man, I saw a grown man cry on the ship because we went to a watch expo. All of us were on the Invicta cruise, and he walked by this display. He said, "Oh man, these watches are nice." He's a Star Wars fan, and this guy had a bunch of Star Wars pieces, and he had a particular, I think it was a Pro Diver with the Salida movement in it. He said, man, that watch right there is nice. I've never seen that one before. He said, you like it? He said, man, I love that watch. It's nice. He said, you got a beautiful collection. And he's walking. He said, hey, come here. He said, what's up? He said, it's yours. Gave him a Salida 500, not Batman, Boba Fett, whatever. It was a Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah. Star Wars. It was the Darth Vader. As a matter of fact. And I was like, yo, I said, bro, do you know what you got? He said, man, dude, I don't know, like, what am I supposed to take this? I was like, oh, he gave it to me. That'd be disrespectful to turn it down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I've seen that. I've seen it so many times. People just giving watches away, and that means so that it, like a watch, especially an automatic watch. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Exactly.
And somebody may hate me for this one, but if you're a course lover, and I'm not knocking you, but I just feel like an automatic watch has so much more soul to it than the quick popcorn
Exactly.
type. That's just me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. That's how I feel.
This maintenance guy where I work, he's like one of the maintenance guys. He came up to me one day all excited to show me his Rolex, and the thing starts ticking. Whether he knew it was real or whatever happened, whatever. Long story short is I said, hey, I got a gift for you, Kev. And I brought him in a Tag Heuer automatic. And so I said, hey, I want you to have this watch. The guy has not taken it off. I've been there a year. He's not taken it off in maybe 8 months. And he wears it every day. And he's like, man, I can wear it and the crystal's not getting scratched. And dude, he loves the thing, and it makes me feel good. It's like a good feeling whenever I see him cherishing it.
So Dave D, me and you talked about this quite a bit, but I would like to know what is your take on the perfect watch, or if it even exists?
It doesn't exist. It really doesn't.
We can end the show now. Hey, thank y'all for coming out.
All right, Congress, go ahead and pass that bill now. Dave D has spoken.
Dave D spoken.
Where y'all get DK from?
Who invited DK here?
I would say, just to piggyback off Godfather for a second, on those pocket watches, I would love to see Invicta do some really intricate case back work on a pocket watch. All that stuff they're doing now with the lasers and stuff. Man, get back to some real intricate stuff. Because there's nothing like a really nice case back, with some images of whatever, so just to throw that out there.
They can do so much. Any company can do so much.
Yeah,
case back.
Yeah, and with the size of a pocket watch, you get so much more out of a case back.
Hey, Billy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Chris said something.
Yeah.
He said his perfect watch right now is Mito.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a couple of those, man. There have been a number of people posting those, and most definitely, Watchman. I seen he was talking about his boat saved his life. True story. I'm gonna get with you, Roy, and we talk, man, about getting you back on the show, man, because I would love for you to share that story, man, because it's a deep story, y'all. It's crazy. Let me see. Joe said he gifted. Let me see. He gifted a Patriots watch to son and families in need of Christmas time. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. There is a particular Invicta guy that we know that just happens to be on TV showcasing watches. A couple years ago, he actually donated some of his pieces to auction off and blessed his mother that her son had got killed in the military or something like that. And it was in honor of him. And I saw that, bro, and it wasn't like public. I just happened to be in that forum and I saw it. I was like, oh, I know this guy. And dude, I'm talking about, it's amazing, man, to see how watches can really affect people's lives, man. But again, I agree with what Billy said. Godfather, piggybacking off you as well as you, Dave D, man. I think it's really the eye, what they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So whatever you consider to be your perfect watch, because I wouldn't say that there's a perfect one watch. If you had to have a one watch collection, I mean, if every watch I had was stripped away from me, I would probably wear the watch my wife got me with my sister's face on it. You know what I'm saying? If I don't wear nothing else.
I'm pouring a drink.
I thought you were showing us something. I was like, what was that?
Well, you want to see? It's just a little seltzer action. That's all it is.
Oh, yeah. I thought you was doing
with the seltzer flex, huh?
I got thirsty.
Yeah, were you gonna bring out the eggs next to show off?
Yeah, you're gonna have it. You got the seltzer, man. You gotta make an egg cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna have a beer, but I had too much yesterday and unusual drink the night before work. So
And that looked like the biggest bottle of seltzer water I've ever seen.
2 liters, like a regular, like a Pepsi 2 liter or whatever. So I'm off. I don't drink Coke or Pepsi.
So
On screen and it's extra large.
Honey here, not a watch snob comment. She hit Invicta Joe's comment. She had 2 Invicta Joe's comments.
Oh,
sorry,
y'all. So
she had my phone.
Ladybug had the other phone, and I guess she put somebody in timeout or block something or whatever.
I'll fix it.
Man, don't blame the baby. You can be honest. You blocked Billy. It's
That
fine.
big kid not a watch now. Billy, big kid yours. Oh, he unhid it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thanks, Vic.
It's
All
fine.
right, no
Look at
problem.
Billy
I
can
didn't
take
do
it.
Now,
Yeah, Billy can take it. You blocked him. It's fine.
Okay. My bad, y'all.
So, Trav, what started this conversation, or
What started this conversation?
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame Dave D. Really.
yes, let's blame Dave D.
Let's put this blame on Dave D. So let's
Poor
just
Dave.
say
Yeah,
me
I'm
and
out to
Dave
get
was
you
having a
next
great we were having a great conversation about watches here, Gary. And she's about to tell every watch over here. We were having a conversation about watches and stuff like that. And after I got off the phone with him, I talked to another watch collector, man, and we were talking about Dave. And this person was like, man, Dave does have some nice watches. They referring back to one of the videos I shot of some of the watches he had. And I said, Dave do got a lot of great watches. And the question was like, if you could have one watch out of Dave's collection, what would it be? I was like, man, I don't know, bro. He said, if it was just one watch collection, what would it be?
The one
And I'm not
in
gonna
Lasaka,
tell y'all what it is
Times
because
Square.
y'all gonna try to get after it because you know he's selling watches, and I don't want y'all trying to get it. It's mine. I just want y'all to know that. Don't even try. Y'all will know what it is. You know what? A few months from now, y'all will know exactly what it is. I'll refer back to this episode, but that's how we got started. And I went down the rabbit hole, and I wanted to see what do people in the community say. Because I went through the Urban Gentry's channel. I went through a lot of. Let's just say I went through at least 10 channels, and I'm looking at the comments. And some people buy because I wrote it down. They buy because a journalist said something. They're like, hey, I read this on Google. This journalist covered this watch, and I went after it because it's my favorite journalist. And then they had famous people. And again, the Patek, the AP, and the Rolex is unobtainable to people that's making $30,000 to $50,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? They got a family. You can't get that watch like without sacrificing something, because you're gonna have that thing on loan for like 4 years, like it's a car or something, bro. Like that's crazy. And then you gotta maintain it. You know what I'm saying? If you got like a 2 to 3 year warranty on that thing, and that's protecting it against the movement, and you scratch the crystal because you stupid or something, I don't know, and you hit. Okay. DK, how much would it cost to get your Patek repaired?
$1,300.
$1,300.
That's a service. That's just a service, right?
Yeah,
That's
service.
Yeah, it's a service.
Yo, DK, in 2008, I was looking at it. I saw it, 2008, and Victor was putting out watches, Swiss-made watches, when it was really Swiss-made, for $1,300.
Yep.
For the same price that you had to get a service, that's what they were selling watches for.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get a Hamilton khaki for less than $1,300. You can buy 2 of them.
Yep.
And a Seiko. Like, dude, so my thing is, to answer your question, bro, this is like, I don't know. I just got so curious. Like, okay, I wonder what people say was the perfect watch. Not even celebrities, man. When they buy, like Kevin Hart, dude, they call him the king of APs or something like that. That's all he buys, APs.
Yeah.
Well, I know. What's his face? Actor from Boston. What the hell's his name? A bunch of brothers. Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg just posted on Instagram. I guess his brother, who's the chef, just gifted him a Jacob & Co. His first Jacob & Co.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on a silicone strap. It looked nice. He was really, really happy with it. But again, I wouldn't, that's not for me, but perfect watch is, it's like DK said too, or is it Billy? Perfect watch is whatever's on your wrist at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
There's just too many variables that are constantly changing to define it. You've got the build quality, but then on top of that, you've got the things that are unquantifiable, like sentimental value, heritage, history, personal goals. Like, is this watch valuable to you because it's your goal watch, it's your dream watch, because that adds value to it for you as the individual. But to be able to define the specific watch is impossible, because there could be a Seiko 5, $150 Seiko 5 that is more valuable to somebody than a $10,000 Rolex. Or on the flip side, the $10,000 Rolex could be somebody's dream watch, and it's nobody else's opinion can change the fact that watch has value to that person who looks at it that way,
Okay, so I got a question. I'm gonna go around the room real quick. I'm gonna start with you, Godfather. Now, let's just say you have your spending limit right now was $50,000. You got $50K just to blow on whatever watch you want. And it's just one watch, or you can buy multiple. But what would you do? $50K. What watch are you getting right now?
500 Pro Divers.
Now, actually, if I had 50,000 to spend and to buy a watch, in other words, it was mine, I had all this money, I would approach a watch company. I would check out the different watch companies and see if I can get them to personally make me a specialized watch strictly for me for that $50,000. I'm not going to buy something that's already out there that everybody can get, stuff like that. I want something that is, just exclusive to me. Nobody else will have this watch. So that's probably what I would do if I had 50,000 to spend.
A one of one.
Yep.
One of one.
Yeah, hey, it's a good idea.
I agree. Godfather, I agree with that. But I wouldn't be able to do a one of one. I would have to do something like a limited edition one of one of one of one of one. I would need 5 or 6 of them, because they come in different complications and certain different things.
Correct. Yes.
So I would need at least one of each. I don't know, complication.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So
and different colorways, you might look at different colorways so you can be able to wear the watches with different outfits and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So I agree with that.
Yeah, you
Chris
might
saying
want
it's a loaded question. He said loaded question.
It is a good question.
Yeah,
I know
it is, but I think that would be the most reasonable thing to do if you have that type of money and you're able to approach a brand to build your watch. Now, I guess the issue would be, what brand would you actually want?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because $50,000, you're going to Patek. Good luck.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, with that, you can get it done and have a great many pieces. So yeah, I would definitely do something like that.
I think I'd also have to look to make sure that I spend 50,000. I'm not spending 50,000 to get the watch serviced.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like I said, my 8926 from 1991. Miyota movement. I haven't sent it in for servicing, and to me, it keeps time accurately. Basically, if I wear that watch, I get to work on time, I get off on time. So
and I agree with you, Godfather. Like, to me, a watch that is low monetary value and is inexpensive to service is higher value to me than a high value watch that costs an arm and a leg to maintain.
Right.
Just like with cars. I mean, we can even add women into this picture. Like a low maintenance, easy, low stress, anything is of higher value to me than something that costs a lot of money initially, and then and then it just exponentially grows and grows.
Yeah,
over time.
Absolutely. Well, let me ask a quick question, since we're on this particular subject. Since Godfather threw it out there, what brand would each one of you go to?
Asking them to make a custom one-on-one?
Yes.
Oh, look, I'll go because I'm not into those other watches. That's just me. I'm just not.
Okay.
I'm into.
That's fair.
I'm just not. You know what I mean? I would definitely go to Invicta, and you know where I'm going again. I would have them make a Magnum that they've never made before, and make one just for me. And make one just for me with about, I don't care what's in the movements in there, the highest value movement. But that's what I would do, because that's, that's what gives me joy. Is this?
I know what I would spend my 50,000 on.
You know what I mean?
I would add 1,000 to the 50,000. I'd ask them, make me another one of whatever you just made, Vic.
Right. I mean, that's what you know what I mean?
Look at what I got, Vic.
Yeah, I agree with Vic as far as like Invicta. See, right now, Invicta has a proven and successful track record of making watches of different looks.
Mhm.
Okay, you can go to Omega, you can go to Patek, you can go to Rolex, but most of their watches have the same case styling.
Yep.
Invicta, their case styling has been proven to be different all across the board. So I would go with them to be able to design the watch, because I believe they would be able to have a better understanding of what I'm looking for versus some of the other companies. Not saying that the other companies couldn't do it, but when I'm looking at what Invicta has put out as far as the style of the cases and everything like that, and the different movements, I believe that if I went with them with my vision, they will be able to bring that to, validity.
Absolutely, they would. I think they would. I mean, that's Magnum so much. I mean, say I still design out like it. One watch design it looks like, with case and everything else about it. So again, not for everybody.
So, and I know, Vic, I know you're not real big on movements. I know you wouldn't care about, if they put an NH35 or whatever. And and I want to just kind of answer Chris's question, like, he said, so then what would be that go-to movement for price, affordability, and serviceability? And I mean, I personally, I love the sweeping motion of an R150. I'll take an R150 or 2824 all day. That's just me.
Yeah. R150 is smooth, man. Smooth.
Yeah. I mean,
got a
but
few
if I
R150s,
had to choose a movement, I'd probably go back to maybe an ETA 7750, 7751 of Valgrange, because those were nice and smooth. And those are the movements now that you're not going to get in some of the normal everyday watches. So I will be looking for a movement that you can't just go into your store and pick up. Now, nothing wrong with the NH35, but if I'm looking at the Japanese movement, I would go with like a NH36, so I can have the day and date on it. I'm looking more towards that Swiss movements, the ETA movements, or even the some of the Ronda, like the R150 or Solita SW500. I haven't had any issues with any of those movements myself. Some people have had. Me personally, I have not had. So,
I mean,
you can have issues out of any movement. So,
yeah,
I would agree with that. I mean,
you can always get a bad movement somewhere.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can turn around and just like with cars, you could turn around and have 100 cars in perfect condition, and number 101 is a lemon.
But
exactly.
If you're not just some mindless, brainless consumer, and you actually do your research and you understand watch maintenance and all that stuff, how to take care of your stuff, the amount of times that you get a faulty movement or like a bad movement drastically reduces, because you know how to take care of it, you know how to use it, you know how to handle it. I would say like half the time, maybe even more than half the time, bad movements are just really bad owners. They don't know what they're doing,
Yeah, true. Okay. Oh, by the way, I didn't do a wrist check. I don't know what this is. Okay.
Is that a Long Island watch?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
It's a watch that tells time.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Oh,
I like the colorway, man. That's beautiful.
That's a Long Island.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like the coloring.
Hey, what I tell you, that man he got so many watches. I think Mark built that watch for him. I really do. I think because that was the last one. That's one of one. That's what you said that.
No. Don't try it.
Yeah.
But I think
And Trav, you know why I know there's no such thing as perfect watch? At least
Why
for
is that,
me,
bro?
because you know how many times I've told myself this is the one watch that I'm gonna get. You know how many times I've said that? I've said it way more than once, so I know that there's no such thing as a perfect watch.
Yeah, because you've been on a tear, bro, and the stuff that you got some nice pieces.
And,
Yeah, that Bell and Ross, I really like that one. Now, the latest watch, that one, the real thick one, the 20 millimeter, 45 millimeter Jones.
the Envira.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
that thing is huge.
Dude, whatever the nicest watch that you think I got in my collection, as soon as I got it, give it 12 hours, I'm on the internet looking for another one. So there's no such thing like this lie, and this is exactly my episode, which is why I think it's so funny that we're talking about, because I think you and I are on like the same wavelength. But like there's a lie that we tell ourselves that like there is this definition of a perfect watch, and there is no definition.
Right.
The earlier you can give up on this search for the perfect watch, the better off you are, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
You
It was
just haven't
perfect
found
for
it yet.
today. Now tomorrow you're looking for something new.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's
Well,
only
okay.
perfect because you don't have it.
Yes.
I want to refer back to 2018 through 2020. And I have my man Magnum Vic was in attendance with me, buying every watch that we possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm talking about, it was ridiculous, bro. He would hit me up in the morning, bro, did you see that? They dropped the price and they got a coupon. And I'm like, oh crap, going over there and I'm about to get it. And we're buying watches left to right and not call it. Vic, you remember this one? The graffiti?
Yeah.
I woke him up at 5:30 in the morning. I said, Vic, I don't care what you're doing. Go and buy this right now. It is $129. He was like, are you serious? Done. And we were going back and forth, right? And when we got it, I'm thinking like, oh, this watch is so bad. This is perfect. Perfect. The word, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what happened? I bought a Magnum like a week later. He hits me up. He's like, yo, Trap, there's a Magnum. It's on sale right now. Got it. And then what happened after that? He hits me up again. He said, oh, bro, you might be in trouble. I said, what's going on? There's a pro diver out there, man. It just dropped down to $100. I said, what? Are you serious? Boom. It was in my cart. I got it. So I chasing that myth of the perfect watch. Now, we can say, what is your most worn watch? I guess that could be more of a viable question. Or I can't ask DK that, because DK, you post like
I've had six different watches on since this live started.
I know, bro. You know what's crazy? I was gonna say that. I was like, bro, you literally. I saw you post a watch on Instagram, and then I saw you post it two at a time.
Yeah, he's doing two at a time.
He just posted one watch. Yep. He posted two at a time, and I'm sitting screaming at the phone. I said, man, DK, I hate you. Now I'm going over here to the website looking at these watches.
That's the thing, though. You think that I'm happy about this? I'm not proud of myself. Like, no, don't do this. Don't do what I'm doing. You know,
you're irresponsible, bro. You need to get off the internet.
I know.
And he's posting two at a clip too, not just one.
Two at a clip, bro. I'm talking about double shot, man. One for the chest, one to the head, bro. You're done. Oh, I'm like, wow. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something else too. I was showing a friend of mine Vic's page. I was like, hey, you want to see some watches? I took over to Vic's page, looking at all of the watches, just mesmerized. Like, he owns all these? I said, yeah. Oh my gosh, he must be a millionaire. Mm-hmm. I said, you haven't seen people collect more than my dad had 8 watches his whole life. I said, well, let me show you. So I showed her your page. I went over to DK's page. I went through like Invicta Harlex, Invicta 757. Mind's blown. Now, at this point, it went from one person looking at my phone to 3. They like, oh, are those watches for sale? I said, no, they ain't selling none of these. I said, Vic, I know Vic ain't selling none of these.
Hey, man,
Dave D may sell something.
I'm easy. I got a price for anything.
Of course, man. Yeah, I know you do.
I just traded for this one. I wasn't gonna pass this up. It was
There's a few pieces.
The story will come out if you just go to my Instagram Live and that I dropped, and you'll see. But Billy said that before. I mean, I traded with somebody for this, so. But as far as selling, I mean, never say never. But what's in my collection's in my collection. That makes sense.
I'm gonna say this.
You know what? I'm gonna ask a question, DK, and I know you do a lot of research. I have gone across a number of websites and a number of YouTubers, and I can't even tell you the percentage. I think I don't know. I'll be wrong anyway, but there seems to be a number of people that have stopped or at least slowed down buying, just impulse buying, and they're literally going after the pieces they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, which, bro, I'm telling you right now, I've heard this from several people. Shop HQ is actually sending coupons to people like, yo, you ain't been here in a while. Here's 20% off.
They did it to me.
Hey, listen.
Is it something I said?
No, wait a minute, because I talked to Dave D today, and I laughed because I talked to 3 other people that said the same thing.
Yeah, they got someone outside of Vic's house with a stereo.
Man, look.
Buy some Magnum. Buy some Magnum.
I tell you, I got an email that said, "We miss you. Where have you been?"
Same one I got.
Yeah,
the same
one.
one.
I think it was 25 off, right? It was 25
Something
off.
like that. Yeah.
Bro.
That's so, because I mean, we kind of all started getting into this right around COVID time.
Yeah.
And now it's been 2-3 years, which is enough time for us to realize, like, what the hell am I doing? You know?
Yep.
And then now it's kind of you're on that sine wave, you know. So you started at the bottom, now you've experienced everything at your top, and now you're like, okay, let me start focusing on what I really want, you know. And
that's
I think,
it, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. So and that will lead until like next week. We're gonna talk to brands because I've been looking at some brands. I want to show you guys some stuff I've been researching. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I do, man. I want to show you guys some stuff that I've been looking at, man. It's bro. When I tell y'all,
Trap is not right, y'all. Trust me.
No.
When I tell you.
Just know this. Y'all come back this time next week, Sunday. Next Sunday. It is going to, I'm telling you, it's going to be informative because I'm going to show you some brands. I'm going to talk about it. I've been doing some research on the history of some stuff. And one company in particular that I was looking at, and they're a bit pricey, but I think it's like, man, it's a tough watch, man. The story is crazy. Zero West was this watch, Zero West.
Okay.
Yeah. They're pricey, but I sent them an email. I'm like, you know what? This is on my bucket list. I'm gonna put it to you like that. That watch that I wanted, I'm gonna get it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get it at one point in time. And
right, so
I had it cut off point.
That's number 4. That's number 4 for this year, right?
No, it's not. It's not gonna be this year.
Okay.
No, this gonna take me some time, like to get this one.
Oh, it's one of those watches.
Yeah, it's one of them watches, man. And you know, we've talked about this before, and we've had some cutoffs. You know, and I feel like being a collector of Invicta, I think I was spoiled on paying $200 and getting reserve watch, paying $250 and getting all, you know what I'm saying, just getting the magnitude of a watch. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm like, okay, I can scale back. I don't have to spend, you know, I would have spent $200 on that, but I'm gonna put $200 to the side. Then I'm gonna put another $200 with that. Let me go ahead and put another $200 with it, and boom, I got the watch that I really want. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then I start the process all over. So this watch from Zero West that I'm talking about, this is a tax check type of watch.
I got you.
This is a tax check. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Unless I don't know, this time next year, something miraculous happen on YouTube where I just make a boatload of money, like Mr. Beast or somebody. But
hey, man, I think it's worth it, man. If this is something that you want to goal yourself with, then like go for it. Because nothing against Invicta, but I think you've experienced everything that Invicta has to offer and then some. You know, I don't think in the near future they're gonna be dropping anything that's like drastically different from what they're usually doing, right? It's not a knock on them. I just think like,
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm a bit of I'm not gonna say I'm a history buff, but I do like the heritage and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, I know we're coming out of Black History Month. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna share this with you guys. At one point in time, I was looking at the different families, and especially where my family came from Mississippi. The average wage, they weren't able to afford. That wasn't even like my grandfather got an heirloom. He got a pocket watch, a tourbillon, right? It wasn't bought. It actually belonged to our slave master. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up with that watch. So it's not like he bought it. You know what I'm saying? There was a part of the package of us getting our freedom. You know what I mean? So we weren't able, like my family wasn't able to buy a watch. And I'm like, now in 2023, I can go out and buy 10 watches if I want to. That wasn't a move. So like my approach to watch collecting now at this point is a little different. You know what I'm saying? That's just my journey. I'm not putting that off on nobody else. I look at watches completely different. And I also, like I said, I love the mechanics of the watches, and I love skeletonized dials. And to answer that question about the perfect watch, I would say heck no, because dude, look, I got freaking Aragons. I got Invicta, which I actually got that from that DK kid up there. This one too, which I think is a phenomenal piece. You know what I'm saying? But dude, and Second Hour, shout out to Second Hour. Thank you for not wanting this back. You know what I'm saying? It's in my collection now. Thank you so much.
I think there's definitely such a thing as a perfect watch collector. I think you're one. I think everybody here is what I would consider a perfect watch collector.
Bro.
I don't think this might, I don't know.
Hold on.
Let me see if I say this correctly. What's that?
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the value of the watch that defines the man to me, but it's the man that defines the value of the watch. So like how I think of that watch is really dependent on who owns it. And that's what makes it special to me, is like the reason why that person has it, who that person is, you know. So like I could give a shit less about whatever Patek, AP, Vacheron Constantin, some douchebag has. You know? But like one of my boys who has a watch that means something to him and everything, you know, that means so much more to me. Like the monetary value of the watch means absolutely nothing to me.
No, and it's like you were saying earlier. You know, the story behind the watch is much more important. It makes the watch much more valuable, not only to the person that has it, but to the person that's listening to the story. They see the value in that watch now because of the story, not about how much you spent on it.
Right.
But how much that watch means to you, where it came from, the story or the history behind that watch, it what makes the watch valuable to you and to the person that's listening to the story. So
you know what? I'm going to share
a lot of those.
You know what? I'm going to say something.
What's up, come on?
This watch right here is glycine, and I know I wear this a lot, but I'm going to tell you, since I've been doing YouTube, right? There's a few things that I've always wanted to have happen that never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I just had this idea. I was like, man, you know what? I see so many YouTubers do this thing and they love watches, man. I want my channel to blow up just like theirs. And it didn't happen. When it didn't happen year 2, I was devastated. And then, you know, I was an unofficial Invicta ambassador, right? I reached out to Invicta company. I reached out to AL. I actually talked to AL on the ship twice. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, man, you know, I would love for this to happen. I love that to happen. I know they were supposed to open a store in Chicago. And I'm like, yo, if you open a store in Chicago, let me know, man. I stayed like, I'm 2 hours from there, man. I'll make an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? Even if I can go work there, I didn't care. All I wanted to do was show my love and passion for the watch. And when Shop HQ dropped that link saying that they were going to have ambassadors, that was year 4 for me. You know what I'm saying? So, and it didn't last long. It lasted what, maybe a month and a half as ambassador, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? Though the dream was like really short, I still was able to get that. And I didn't pay out the pocket for this. This is actually a passion watch. My first was made glycine, and I have to credit Dave D. I give him a lot of flack, man, but I have to credit Dave D. He been talking to me about, you know, glycine. He was like, bro, you want to get a Swiss made watch, people sleeping on the glycine, bro. This is a really nice watch. And he said, it's all Swiss made, dude. He's like, I'm telling you, the heritage. I looked up the history and I said, this is crazy. This watch is phenomenal. This man actually, he patented the actual device there to recharge your watch. You know what I'm saying? There were several watch companies that were going for it. He was the one that stuck. And here we go. We got a watch company that now the bad side to glycine is like it changed hands every 3 years. Hence, and like it's never changed because now Invicta owns it. And I don't know who. Well, I guess Invicta is going to be stuck with it for now, unless somebody else buy it. But I think it's still, for me, this is the closest thing to a perfect watch that I have in my collection. And you ask my wife, once I go, like this is coming off tonight, is going on, I sleep in this watch every night. And that's another thing. I can sleep in it, bruh. No game. If she took a picture of me at night, guarantee you that watch is on my wrist every night.
Yeah. Hey, when you love something that much.
Yo, what's up? Come on. Welcome in, baby.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I think Kamon got the perfect watch in his collection.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he's probably the only one on this planet got the perfect watch.
What, the Speedway?
Bro. Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't even had to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, I just want to say you're welcome for getting Kamon to show off his freaking badass Sub Aqua collection.
Man, hey. Yeah. You know what? Thank you so much, bro. Because when he showed all this stuff. I said, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh." Whew.
He doesn't know, but I played him. I did that on purpose. I put that live out because I was gonna bait him in, and it worked.
It worked too, man. You know what? And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those of you guys that are watching all the way from Australia to Canada, that just proves my point. He is a very irresponsible enabler. Do not follow his footsteps, because if you keep following him, right, dude, you're gonna be in debt. You're gonna have to put up your house, your cars, your Suburban that you like to drive every day to work. You're gonna have to sell that and just sleep with your watches out in the wilderness. And that's it. I'm telling you, the man is gonna have you going down a rabbit hole. That's between him and Dave D. I don't know who's worse. I just don't. I don't know.
DK.
And these are the friends that I chose.
I enable the enablers. I'll take that title.
Oh my gosh, man.
There's probably a tie between Dave and Kamon. It's probably a tie.
I don't know.
Look, wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you something.
DK doing pretty good.
No,
DK doing good.
And I hope YouTube don't censor me for what I'm about to say. But y'all know I'm from Chicago, and I used to see how the D-boys be out there doing their thing. And in order to get a value customer to buy their street product, they give it out for free, right? So, with that being said, I could say, oh, wait a minute, hold up. I'm actually going to add a third person in this category, because I have received watches from one DK, one Dave D, and one Magnum Vic. And you know what that made me do? I said, I love the watches that they sent so much to where I went and bought some more. And I bought more. And then I have to give the King Enabler Award. I wish I had a trophy for you. I'm going to make a trophy for you, DK. I bought a watch. I bought a watch from him. One watch. He said, hey, bro, you want to buy this watch? I said, yeah. You know what? What's the price? Tell me the price. I sent it to him, Cash App. And all this stuff comes with it. I'm like, what in the world? I bought one watch. I got like 3 of them dive cases. He sent me certificates, smiley faces on them, a message like, hey, bro, you're awesome. What is that?
I got that too from him. I got that too from him when I bought the.
I would make a horrible drug dealer.
And he was like, I think I had him on my live when I opened it up, and he was like, it's no big deal. Don't worry about it. It's a big deal to me.
Yeah,
bro.
You go to buy a dime bag from DK and end up getting a whole kilo.
For real, bro. I'm like, God, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
And the Chevy Celebrity.
He's not like that chronic. You know what I mean?
Man, you have me looking like what's that movie, Breaking Bad, bro?
Yeah. And that's crazy though. But like, I've never done that before. You know, like it's not like you guys are making me out to be like some good dude, but it's like it was just this community. It just brought it out of me. You know, like I don't know. And so like people can say whatever they want, but like going back to that whole, there are such things as perfect collectors. Like when you meet the right group of people, it's easy to do. It's not like a special thing, you know. It's just like, oh yeah, these are my boys. These are my boys. I'm gonna give them my watches, you know.
Yeah. You know what? And I know Billy did his usual Batman thing. I do appreciate, like, Billy didn't know me from Adam, you know what I'm saying? And he sent me an expensive watch to actually check out, review, and stuff like that. And I appreciate, like, I love those type of opportunities. I love the gesture, the sentiment behind it. And I gravitate to you guys like crazy, man. So I told Dave D this, man. I know some people get into this business, they get into YouTube for one reason or another. DK, I got to give you credit, bro. I do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? I love the way you do your show. You don't apologize for nothing. You say what it is. You tell them, hey, look, I may be a little bit too nitpicky, but this is just me. You may like the watch, which, dude, I like the watch. I absolutely love the watch. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody, and I still say this, me and Vic say this a lot, man. Like, collect what you love, man, and just wear it. Don't even worry about nothing else.
Right.
It's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like the perfect watch, really, like you said, is whatever you got on your wrist.
That's right. It's like a mechanic at work. He's a younger kid when he's into watches, which I like, and he just bought himself a Bulova, or Bulova. I don't know how you pronounce it. Like 850, right? I said, how much you spend? He goes, oh, 850. I'm like, hey, and nice watch. And he always comments on, you know, he likes the watches I wear, just thinks they're too big. I'm like, well, they make big, they make small, but it's like what Trap said, you know, just I wear it. I don't care what you know, what people perceive me to be because I wear a certain watch. But you know, there's some watch. I wore that Braun S1 the other day. He loved it. You know what I mean? He goes, that's a perfect size. It's a perfect. He goes, see that one I'll wear, and blah blah blah. So, you know, it's a two-way street, I guess.
Oh, you know what? It is, man. And you know, I think we're always going to be chasing. You know, I did mention that. You know, I like that 007 Omega. That's like one of my favorite watches ever. I just absolutely love that watch. I've actually had the opportunity to put it on, wear it, and it's a nice watch. You know, and if I had the money to get one, I would. You know, it's like I'm out of that whole mindset of, okay, I'm not going to spend. Normally, I will spend $300 to $400 on a watch. You know what I'm saying? So this Glycine was $373 altogether. But that came through credit I got from Shop HQ doing that ambassadorship. So I did a little work for them, and I get compensated through this watch. But like, I was still out my pocket. I'm willing to go up to $2,500 on a watch, even $3,000. Shoot, I might, like I said, I may even have that Tudor one day. You know, and I know where's Ad's not in here. I know Ad loves Tudors. When I say Tudor, he just get tickle pink. You know what I'm saying? But Billy's still here. I don't know if Bill. I think Billy he's out.
Nah, Billy's long gone.
Yeah, he's gone. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna need to text him afterwards and tell him you still love him, because he probably thinks you kicked him out. Because
he left. No, he left before that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Billy. Hey, listen, Billy. You know me and you down like 4 flat tires, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you know it is, man. So y'all, fellas, closing statements, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna be like DK, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all all night. DK is real quick. Hey, if you on the DK live, he like, hey, okay, y'all, look, we got to go.
Yeah.
No, and I don't want to keep everybody this evening. I just want to, chew the fat. Y'all know next week we're gonna be talking about brand names, different brand names, and I ain't talking about the normal. We talking micro brands. All right. So, but fellas,
I can't be in that show.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You my co-host.
Yeah, that one you're his co-host. I'll be away, but hopefully I can get back home in time. Next week is that a little Yonkers event and break bread event.
Yeah. So
yeah. Again, if you're in the Yonkers area, next about 2:00, we're gonna.
Is that Saturday or Sunday?
It's a Sunday. It's March.
Sunday?
It would have been.
Okay.
It would have been Saturday, but it's my dad's birthday, so I'm gonna probably spend a whole day with him.
Are you guys
What's
gonna
that?
go live from Yonkers? Instagram.
What's that?
Are you gonna go live Instagram from Yonkers?
I may. I mean, JJ usually does.
Okay.
I may go live from there. Again, it's just a meetup of some local people. Now they have the matching the brick and mortar stores prices. So, we're gonna.
So that's all you Invicta collectors. If you've been shopping from Invicta stores for any amount of time, you know that those prices can be extreme. But now they are price matching from InvictaStores.com. Right. So if you can see the same watch with the SKU number, and it's in the store, you can get it for their price. If the store price is saying $5.99, but the InvictaStore.com is saying $1.99, you get it for $1.99.
Right. Nah, Kyle, you can come too, bro. Hop on the plane. Love to have you.
Try me though.
The best part's going to be eating afterwards. That's the best part.
Tell me if this question. Now, okay, all right, Tommy? Okay. I will definitely do that. Tommy, big time is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Big time, gang.
Oh yeah, way to show up on time, Tommy. Geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We was talking about the perfect watch, Tommy.
Oh, I'm in a different time zone. That's gonna be his lame excuse today.
Hey man, just changed the Aragon Millipede today with the red dial 8040 in. Can't wait for that. Okay. You just ordered the Aragon Millipede. Okay. It's about time they started doing that. Oh yeah, I agree. He said better late than never. Wow, Tomer, you ain't gonna never live that one down.
Yeah. That's what my daddy's been telling me my whole life.
Boy, my God. Oh, before I go, man, just give like you Seiko fanboys out there. I just want to give you a shot of that Seiko right there. Seiko knot. Y'all ain't got that. This is 101. Don't nobody got this one but me in the whole wide world. Now,
I already know which watch I need to get next.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even lying too, because I got this old NH35 movement just sitting around, and I went on the Moki Mods earlier. I don't know if you've been to that website, but it's like a mod site, yeah. And they got
what's up, Kenny?
They got cases, and one of them is the Nautilus case.
Ooh.
And I was thinking about you, and I'm like, Travis got that. I might need to get this so I can put my NH35 in there.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? The more the merrier, man. I mean, like I said, man, I feel, you know what? I'm so comfortable around y'all. I love talking to all you guys, man. What's up, Kenny? And man, listen, if I'm not talking to Vic, man, I got my man Dave D. Listening to me being harassed on the 4th floor.
Oh God, don't start that, please. I said that in the chat earlier. I said that in the chat earlier. No 4th floor, please. No 4th floor.
Oh my gosh. So yeah,
me and Dave can extend.
You want to kill yourself after listening to this?
Yes. You guys be happy what you do outside at work, because you had to do what this man up here's got to do.
Did you try? Did you try what I recommended? Just say 4th floor, you're welcome, and hang up.
Hey, you know what? So listen, I did that, and now listen, because
you really did that?
I have to do it. Sometimes I have to act stupid, like just to get through the day, bro. Because like these two can attest, the phone calls are relentless. They don't stop, bro, and it's foolish. Like I have to tell y'all offline what I do, but oh my gosh, man! And some of the phone calls I get are just,
it's endless, man. It's endless.
Yeah,
what time-
I'm in my
and-
chair like, oh my gosh, somebody.
And
Hey,
to make matters worse, the man is doing it not for a regular 8-hour day, not even a 10-hour day like me. He's doing it for 12 hours and then some a day.
Yeah.
Then they're calling him in on his day off. And I
Oh,
told him,
what?
don't answer your phone.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Hell
dude.
No.
Yes. And I
Why
said, don't
they-
answer your phone when they call you.
Yeah.
And he's been doing that, and because they calling him even on his days off.
Which do you know how to forward your phone calls?
yes, yes.
Okay, do that. Forward your phone to, I don't know, the office phone. So when they call you, they just call in the office again.
Right, they're just calling him back on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
No, not me, Tommy. Not now, anyway.
Tommy, I
the Kenny-
definitely
just the
want to
Kenny.
get that piece, but here, and I'm gonna tell you why I can't get it. Okay, so there's some pieces that I'm getting this year that are they're top secret right now. They're top secret. I'm not there's only one person
There
on
you
this
go.
planet that knows
All
about
of a
the
sudden, it's
piece.
top secret.
Who?
It's top
Who knows?
secret.
It's top secret
Who
now.
knows?
Top secret.
You said one person
Wow.
knows. Who knows?
Man, spill the beans, man. Stop playing.
Hey
Dave,
man,
hook
look,
me up later, bro. Hook me up. Call me later.
hey Vic,
Call-
Vic, I
Call
got
Vic
you.
later.
I got you. DK, I'm gonna have to tell you offline, man. And I can't tell the world because then y'all gonna be trying to go over.
I don't want no sloppy second. I don't want no sloppy seconds watch news trap. I don't want your pity update.
Oh,
Oh, you just ignited the petty officer in me trap.
oh my gosh. Man, you are hey, listen, there's nobody more pettier than you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody, but like tonight, you're the pettiest.
Are you still blocked on this thing?
I don't know, probably.
I think he blocked me too. I don't know.
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, man. I have so much fun on YouTube. And I did, y'all know that I've been through that, like the stressful part of YouTube and everything. But I think honestly, behind doing the job that I do, I absolutely love and I run to this. This is my happy moment in life. You feel me? So anybody else, and even with that situation, I'm like, man, it did bother me. I ain't gonna lie. It bothered me that way. I was like, dude, what is going on? But after that, I was like, you know what, bro? You do what you do, man. Cause can't be like he do his thing with everybody, and I'm like, I ain't got time, bro. Have fun with whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I enjoy the most, man. Get to, talking to folks and whatnot, and getting to know some stuff and getting enabled, learning new stuff. And then man, he came in here, so Tom, you're gonna get this work too. You another enabler, because since you switched over from Invicta, you've been posting a lot of micro brands, a lot of watches. And it's like, it's another rabbit hole to go down. Messing with you, DK, Dave D, Godfather, when Godfather posts his pictures, he be so legit, man. Be looking so handsome in his stuff. I'm like, man, that's a nice watch. Now I know I can't pull that watch off, but I'm at least I gotta get it now because he got it. So I just can't win messing with y'all, man. This is messed up. I cannot win. I can't, bro. Hey, come on, YouTube. And then the cologne. Dude, I'm sitting there on Amazon seeing if I can find a cologne he's posting, man. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get it on the low. I ain't gonna tell nobody. But yeah, come on. I getting cologne too, messing with you, man. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna be broke messing with y'all, man. I can't. DK, it's all your fault. Dave D, you come. I mean, I think y'all like marching like hand in hand, man.
Let the record show that you approached me first. You started this whole thing.
I didn't start nothing. You can't prove nothing. No records don't mean nothing.
Right. It was you and your calm reviews about everything.
Yeah.
So calm. I'm like, so like this straight line.
Well,
the whole
it
review.
started off because like when I first got into Invicta, I was like, man, why is most like Invicta people like just batshit crazy? Let me just do a normal calm review about these watches and just talk about it, because it was either like I hate these watches or like it was either one or the other,
Yeah.
And then so I was like, you know what, let me be like just put out a review, and just like a normal person would talk about it, and just and then I think that's how I met Trapped, and then you, and then after that.
Yeah, because I called Vic. I said, "Hey Vic, there's some dude, it's some white dude over here, man, talking about Invicta."
It's a white dude.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Some white dude with jaundice.
Right. I was like, I don't know who he is, man. It's Sydney Con Reviews, man. Go check it out.
Yeah.
So
hey, funny story. This morning, I'm going through my Instagram and I'm going through my feed, and Janet sees DK with his dog, and she goes, "Who's that?" I'm like, "It's DK." She goes, "I thought he was white."
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, but hey, that's how I met him. I met him from Trap. Trap goes, check out this guy. He's honest. He's and I did, and it was I think it was you did a Pro Diver review.
That's all I look for on YouTube. When I'm looking at these guys, I'm like, okay, I don't care about you hating Invicta. I don't. I just hate when you slam the people that collect Invicta. Mm-hmm. And then you don't give an honest review about the watch, bro. I'm like, dude, is the watch good or not? And then some dude, I can't remember, he's talking about the C100 said, look, the clasp doesn't close right. I'm like,
oh yeah,
bro, it clicks. Get out of here, man. That's fake news, bro. Yeah. You fake, bro. Get out of here. Mm-hmm. I hate that. I'm like, dude.
No, he was honest. And I even think I said that in the comments.
That's why I gravitated to him. I was like, okay, this guy, he's not an Invicta dude. He likes watches in general. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, he got a lot of stainless steel, man. And I found out that you love stainless steel watches. Mm-hmm. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? But that's what made me gravitate to you. And then Dave D. Oh my gosh. Dave D.
I just met you, brother.
Yeah, okay.
How did we meet? Dave D, you were in the Big Time Gang, right? Is that how?
No, no. I just beamed in.
Okay.
Yeah, look, let me tell you something. Dave D visits a lot. He visits different channels. Okay. And I remember just the comments and stuff going back and forth, man. And I don't know, Dave D was just one of those people that just like when he appeared, man, you can't help. It was just like he's like Godfather. I don't know if y'all may be family, because it's like you see them, they there, and next thing you know, it's like okay, this my uncle or this my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't explain it, but they just family.
Yeah,
I can't explain it. The first time I met Godfather, it was Raps. Mm-hmm. The first time I was like, oh man, dude, on the ship. I had talked to him on the chat. Yep. On the ship, I was like, yo, this is God. Oh my gosh, bro. You talking about, man, it just sent chills, boy. I was like, man, this real Godfather, dude. Oh man, I'm in here. And it was over from there, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, drinking a cup of coffee, having a conversation, go about our day. He take his pictures, and hey, the next day we doing the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Yup. So everybody, it started with a watch. It all started with a watch, man. That's the crazy part about it. That's the crazy part, man. And here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We talk for that's crazy. It's family because we talk for a whole another 30 minutes. We're supposed to end the show 30 minutes ago.
This is a Georgia goodbye right now, is what we're doing. Well, let's slowly walk over to the car and have another 30-minute conversation.
Hey, that happened at Godfather House. I got ate up by mosquitoes at Godfather House talking to his brother. He didn't even care.
Yeah,
I was like, man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know
I told him, don't keep you out there next time. You know, like, look, come inside behind the screen. You be safe.
Right.
One of the mosquitoes told me up. I was talking to his brother. Yeah, man. See, that was a nice watch, man. God, dog, yeah. But we enjoy just that like camaraderie and getting to know stuff. He was telling me stuff about man. Godfather's family dope. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. And then Vic, when I met Vic, bro, it was over with, man. I said, oh, it's really Vic, dude. Like we ain't talking behind the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like this is cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it was the same. It was the same going back to you guys, the same.
Yeah.
You know, meeting Kimon for the first time, and then Dave D at Times Square for the first time. instant connection, man. It was just instant connection.
And
Instant hug and connection, and
Oh yeah.
you know, and I'm lucky
250
now.
watches later, we still a family.
Yeah,
Or in Dave B's case, I don't know how many he got, maybe 400 or something.
400 what?
I don't know. I'm just throwing the numbers out there. And well, you know what? I'm sorry, because I don't
You
think
selling something?
of all. No, you're selling something. Everybody on the screen right now, between all of us, the way we collect, we still cannot compete with Jay Jones.
oof.
And I'm sorry, nobody's frequency out there as far as buying watches is more than Jay Jones. Just saying,
Nobody.
nobody.
Mhm.
He bought 8 more this weekend,
Yeah.
Jesus.
and I told him we're going Sunday. Relax. Give it, go flatline for a little bit with it. You know, he said, "Nope, I'm getting it, and I'll get some more on Sunday." I said,
Does he like trade? Does he trade or sell, or he just buys?
"He just buys."
Okay. How do we know how many he has total?
He's over 400 now.
Oh my! He started last year too, right?
This year be 3, I
3
think.
years. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. This year will be 3.
But here, listen. If you want to put it into perspective, Godfather, it took him for 30 years. He collected about 300 some watches in 30 years.
Basically,
In 30
the Sapphire Ghost made 361. So I got 361 watches in what, 32 years?
32 years. Right?
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Jay Jones is pushed over
400
100
watches in 3 years? That's a lot.
And Godfather, you got the watches from before Invicta got sued by Swatch.
Yes.
So I already know you got some heavy hitting pieces.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he does.
DK, you ever get a chance to go to Godfather's house and look in that drawer? He has a drawer. They just got the automatic piece. Oh gosh. Oh.
Yeah, you probably missed the live Godfather, but I just ordered a catalog from Invicta from 2008. So all the watches in that catalog are from right before Invicta settled out of court with Swatch. So they're all ETA movements and beautiful, gorgeous watches. Yep. And since then, I've just been looking for those watches, the 4-digit, the 4-number models and all that stuff. Yeah.
And before we go, I did happen to see the first generation Sapphire Ghost for $760, I think it is, on eBay. Looks like it's in great condition. So there you go. Matter of fact, I'll get the number and I'll send it over to you.
Don't even. I'm blocking your number.
Yeah.
I'm forwarding. Give me the number to your office. I'm going to forward my phone number to that.
God.
Yeah.
Just saying, man. So all right, I guess we can get out of here now for real. So before we go, man, you guys got the floor, man. Any closing statements, anything positive, or any new watches coming?
I guess I'll start. I'm the youngest to oldest?
You good? Go ahead, mister. You go ahead, DK.
All right, I guess to wrap it up, well, thanks everybody for showing up. We're all family here, but I guess my final words is we all got different budgets, different values, different priorities, different tastes. And that's what this whole journey is about, is figuring out what those are, and don't spend 1 second worrying about what anybody else thinks about it, and then when you do that, and when you really focus on that, you will find people like us, how we found each other, and that's the most beautiful thing about this hobby or this journey. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Who's the next? Who's the next one? We're gonna find out who's
the next youngest would be Trap.
I got to close the show.
All right. Okay. Just enjoy, man. Enjoy your collection. That's all I'm gonna leave with. Enjoy your collection. Just where it makes you happy, man. Where it puts a smile on your face.
Truth.
I'm next.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh, I thought Godfather was next. I'm older. Well, I mean, I guess I would say, enjoy your collection, man. Try to be wise, and don't hate on nobody, and don't worry about who hates on you. Just do your own thing and keep it moving. There's a community for us, and that's all that really matters. Oh, and Jay Jones, slow down, brother. Jeez.
Again, he's talking on deaf ears right there.
Yeah, you're killing me, Jay. Wow.
He's gonna outbuy everybody on Sunday. You watch.
Oh yeah.
And one more thing. I hope to see you this year, Godfather, at the cookout.
I hope so too. Now, Dave, just so everything is cleared, unless you're older than 67, you're not older than me.
I think you got me.
Okay. I just want to echo what these guys been saying. Basically, buy what you love what you buy. Be sensible about what you buy. Don't buy just to buy. Okay, and like we talk about, what is a perfect watch? It's like buy something that will have a story. Buy something that will have a meaning, not only to you, but to your family and this family here. We listen to what you say, and we become interested in the watch because of the story that you tell us. So, and Dave, like you said, hope to see you. Look, we got 90 days or 12 weeks or 3 months, however you want to count it. We're counting down. I'm already starting to, getting all the stuff together and everything like that. Getting the grills ready. So that, hey, come the 28th, May 28th, I'll be up at Old Dark 30, firing up the grills.
There you go.
Well, gentlemen, ladies, everybody that's been watching, thank you so much for believing in us to provide, this type of entertainment, information, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, you got Trap Vision 3D, but y'all know I open my show to everybody. So it's not just me, it's everybody. We're a community, and that's how it's going to be until they cut the lights off here, man. And just to echo what everybody said up here, man, it's your money. Buy what you like. Yep. Be wise with it, man. I do feel what Dave D say. Be wise. Do your research. Don't go too deep. Don't do a DK. Don't listen to him. He'll get you messed up. Nah, man. But you know what? I really enjoy all these guys. I enjoy you guys. Thank you so much for being on here with me. I appreciate everybody that was in the chat tonight. Get rich. I hope you and your wife are doing well. Joe, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the wrist shots that you be sending me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Felix and everybody else that be sending me wrist shots. And other than that, man, I'm just going to say, be blessed. It's Sunday. I'm pretty sure Shop HQ is on, and you and Victor people spending money. Don't spend too much. And other than that, family, we see y'all next Sunday. We're going to talk brands. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be blessed.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Next line.